But it is after the time we normally get started. And where we left off, if as I remember correctly, you guys had just finished up the mesa and had descended.
Yes.
So we're treating that as you finished what you needed to do with the stealth hyenas.
Stealth hyenas.
They died fully knowing they were really good at hiding.
Those old cannolis.
Until whatever person in the afterlife decides to break into them.
Honestly, we should probably keep that tribe around because I'd rather be around with all the gnolls like think they're really good, just really terrible.
Screw with
Just have
Engineered
all
Darwinism.
adventures
Yes.
from this continent.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pretend.
Okay.
And if one was super sneaky, just knock them out so that, that is, and teach them how to sneak.
So what you guys are doing is you guys have, there's my distance measurer. You guys had, see if I can get that on camera, as much as show you guys. Yeah, that kind of does both. You guys are kind of headed down, and we're down here in the jungles. You are now needing to head up and then north for the, sorry, no. You guys were heading here and then south to get the lodestone. But had a decision on whether you were going up to drop off the rope first.
I think that was the plan. Well,
I think
otherwise we're carrying around all the rope.
Yeah, I think we're gonna drop it
But it's
off.
also
And plus, wasn't it like underwater or something like that?
It is on a wrecked ship. They believe.
We have to get
The wreck
compass,
had been,
basically.
the people who had been part of that ship had initially dragged the ship on shore and used it as a form of shelter. So they know the lodestone is somewhere slightly inland of a beach.
Okay.
Thus far, no diving is required.
Or so you believe.
Preparing water breathing anyway. Actually, I don't know if I have that.
Alright, I guess head back. So, do you want to just go ahead and get the lodestone and go up?
It's like, what is it, like a week either direction from here?
So if you're going, it's
If we go
about
back
2
to-
weeks either direction.
And they're
But-
almost opposite directions from here, where we are now.
Ish. In total, if you're going to be going, if you can think of it like a T, that's the best way I can describe it. It's 1 week to the center part of the T, then it's 1 week north or 1 week south.
It's going to be the same either way. But
I'd say we go to the top, get that way we can stock up on food. We can go to the settlement and stuff like that, and not worry about us having to go down, spend a week there, spend 2 weeks going back up.
we just have to go to the settlement twice if we divide it up. Otherwise, we can just go down and then go up the settlement once and be done.
Yeah, I'm just worried about us bringing out food if we do it. How much?
What I am comfortable doing, as we will not have our monk with us today, if you guys get to the T at that point, I would say, because Etha's in the process of following the main road back herself.
Mhm.
I would be fine fudging the timelines for her to link up with him. He's up north helping deliver, while the rest of you, the party, are heading south.
And we have one ranger total. So we have one. Well, we have one outlander. Do we have any other outlanders? Oh, so we have 2 outlanders. We'll be fine.
Yeah,
otherwise.
food is fine.
Yeah. So yeah, we can do that.
Take care, Pimley. Pleasure as always.
It was one of those
Would
things
it
when
count as a rest? The week traveling there.
It
A
will.
long rest.
Yes.
Alright.
Sweet. You guys are upon, well, let me roll some random encounter dice. As long as they're not too low. Let's stop that bubble. It's doming in the bottom. Give me a second.
And did we just roll over to level 3?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys are level 3.
Just wanted to verify.
Before I get settled, I'm going to investigate a liquid situation because stay hydrated. It's good for you.
Yes. Stay hydrated by drinking soda.
That's less good for you.
Water breathing is level 3 still, so
Speaking of, I ran out of things to drink.
that is not available.
See, that's something I don't have to worry about.
Halfway through the session.
Are these
probably.
glasses it, or are there copper things somewhere else I'm grabbing?
Do what now?
Aha! Disregard.
Oh.
Hot water, you heathen. I was content to fill, but I was like, wait a minute. He turned on the hot water knob to fill up his glass of water. Not me.
I do everything to do like things you don't like, don't I?
Your character will be dead.
Well, at least
There will be much dead.
Okay. So I'll make a dwarf paladin named Elf.
Yep, that one's dead too. He preemptively died. There was a miscarriage. Never entered this world.
I'm gonna name this kid Elf.
And it's like he gets out there like, oh, it's a door. Great. And Mom's like, we're gonna name him Elf. Doctor just stops, turns around and goes, sure. Takes the kid in the back. Something happened.
Yep. All right. So,
And do the same to the mother.
note you guys are on the 9th week of
Calm
summer
down, people.
No.
out of 12 weeks of summer. So you are on the last month of summer.
Okay.
Ironically, that means you're in the first week of August. Happy real time.
Hey,
Uh,
from now on, it's going to be real time. We're only in campaign world for 4 hours a week.
That's gonna take forever.
Yeah, because I'll sit here and go, I'll wake you guys once you get done with the day
Oh, jeez.
while you're traveling. Don't worry, we'll be walking for the rest of this year. Enjoy showing up and just walking around this table indefinitely. And I'll be timing your laps to judge your progress real time on the
just
map.
do the session like a vlog when we're traveling.
Alright, so 2 weeks, relatively uneventful.
Thanks.
And you
Which
said
one
it
of
was
you is
autumn
on
now?
point?
One of us.
You said it was autumn now?
It is not autumn, it is the last week of summer, or last month of summer.
Okay. Alright.
So, and
Go ahead and give
we
me
call
a
that
survival or nature.
No,
Survival, nature, or perception, your choice. Actually, I'll take this from all, because you guys, it's about the terrain you're traveling through.
What are
You
we doing?
said perception?
Survival, nature, or perception, choice.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going with perception, and that is a 13.
Same.
20.
15.
20 on what?
Perception or survival, I've got the same. So,
Which one did you want?
I go with perception.
And
Alright.
I'll do survival.
And you had a 15 survival. So, 15 survival. As you start continuing south along the mountain range, I mean, you've come to understand Vegapygmy land. You're in Vegapygmy territory. What's odd, though, is where you had been before, the areas seem to be maintained almost in a cruel miniature of cultivation, as you would expect to see in a medieval type setting. But here it almost looks like the land has started to be over-harvested, overutilized. A lot of the underbrush has been drawn clean. You don't really see animal trails, indicating that the rabbit herds are either non-existent or have been culled.
Please tell me they're at least rotating their crop fields.
Where with
Doesn't
a
know.
20, you kind of notice that there's subtle discolorations in the vegetation that does exist. You're not able to pinpoint exactly what it is that's wrong, other than something is wrong.
The giants in the He's the nature spirit.
You guys are functionally going down. The mountains have kind of given way into tall hills. Think more Appalachians, and instead of temperate, it's jungle. That is what you're traveling through.
All right.
Weather today is fairly sunny. There's a couple clouds in the sky. Light breeze coming from the ocean. Keeps most of the humidity and the bugs away. As you guys continue on, you come across the wreck of the ship you are looking for.
What's the situation? Is it still?
It looks to be relatively overgrown. You can see that a lot of the lumber had been pulled off. The ship itself had been flipped, and then a lot of the lumber that would have gone around the would have been the first lower deck has been stripped and kind of built to make some sort of pavilion, but the whole entire thing is overgrown.
Like the whole ship is overgrown?
It's covered in vines. I mean, it's still understandable as a ship form, but
Any sign of activity or anything like that?
other than the standard overharvest and lack of underbrush, no. The canopy and everything tall still seems to be unharvested, thus indicating it's still Vegapygmies because they can't reach that. Chat has suggested sending the elf in first. It is not a trap.
Well, I can
That's a-
teleport out.
And that's a fair suggestion.
Yeah. Would we see any openings through the overgrowth, or?
Openings into what? Into the lower level of the ship? Yes.
Alright.
That is almost entirely clear.
Where would we think the lodestone be located?
Lodestone technically should have been located up near the navigator's nest, which would be just above the wheel. In other words, the far left-hand side as you're approaching it at ground level.
Would I be able to try to use the vines to, or whatever overgrowth is there, to climb up to the top of the ship?
You would be, so because it is inverted, that would mean going up to the bottom. Correct. Understood?
Oh.
They took the
Well,
ship
that's that.
and they flipped it.
Oh, okay.
I missed that.
Never mind. I was confused.
I would suggest setting the Furbolgen first.
Are you casting suggestion?
Yes.
Just because this is plant stuff and you're a plant guy. You're a druid. It comes with the territory.
That's fair.
If you want, it could be right next to you and hold whatever it is off while you run.
And then I can teleport away. Or since
Yeah, I'll
it is
pretend
spring,
to-
and since I'm level 3 now, I could teleport you away.
That'd be cool.
Or I'm in my spring form. It's not spring, but
I'll go in.
Okay.
I will try to
I will
go
go in.
like 5 feet behind him.
All right.
I will go in, not overly loud, but not particularly sneaky.
Yeah, you're moving without trying to stir anything up, but without trying to hide from anything.
I guess I'll be waiting outside with the cat.
Yep.
In case something come up.
How many moments? I can,
With Lucky Fish.
I have primeval awareness where I could, let's see, expend one spell slot and sense whether certain creatures are present within a mile.
What creature you gonna target?
I have to specifically specify if it's aberration, celestial, dragon, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead.
Vegapygmies fall into none of those.
Yeah.
Okay,
That would
that's what I wanted to check. I just thought,
Okay.
oh, I haven't used that. Will this be useful?
I believe
They
If
they're
they were
fall-
listed on that.
plant
it'd be
beasts.
They fall into the plant creature type.
Mhm.
All right. So, the two of you start advancing forward. You go ahead and give me.
I'm gonna be looking out and see if anything's
Yeah, give me
Is there any
perceptions
kind of
both.
issue with the vines, or
That is an 11.
to see if any? I'm
11.
specifically looking to see if there's any veggie pigmies like hiding within
Yeah.
the vines.
Absolutely.
Oh boy. That is an 11.
So it takes some time. You don't see anything when you go in.
It's fine.
You start poking around, and everything kind of has a dry rot must to it. As
Alright.
this area has been kept relatively dry by the canopy that was constructed above it, and then the jungle canopy above that. You, with some time and effort, after about 2 hours of kind of clearing out stuff that's down in the bottom, you find where the lodestone should be, but there's no lodestone there.
Why would it be?
Exactly.
That would be
Can I
Plus
start?
Hello.
Plus one.
Hello.
Now you said that it was since the ship was flipped over, was whoever flipped it over, was that like a
That would have
natural
been the
disaster?
colonists.
All right.
The ones who you guys rescued.
So I will start trying to head upwards. Well, would I be able to head upwards since the ship is kind of flipped?
Yes, because they would still have a ladder running between decks.
Okay. I'd like to see if I could go up to the higher decks to search for the lodestone there.
Alright.
I'll keep an eye on the bottom.
What's your AC?
Okay.
14.
That was fast.
Since you're pulling out the book, I'm going to assume that's a hit.
It might be. I'm pretty sure it gets well. It definitely has advantage, so let me re-roll it. Yeah, it doesn't make it any better, so I do have to check. I think I'm looking at the wrong book, though. Yeah, this one doesn't have beasts in it. Give me a second. Monster manual, where the beholders are at.
Oh boy, we're facing a vegetable.
That would be
I
amazing.
know I'm late, but
I have like vines.
no,
with
that's not that
nuts
far away.
And a
I'm
big
just imagining those.
coconut center.
Brooke doesn't know what
I
Pokemon
don't
means
remember
typical.
what kind of plant it's called, but I'm imagining those things that kind of look like corn dogs.
Cattails?
Yeah.
14, you said was your AC?
Yeah.
Hits con saving throw.
Oh boy.
Did you just start another
9.
war?
That's a fail. So, perception from our druid friend.
17.
Alright, so you're going to see this, so I'm going to go ahead and describe it after I've rolled up damage.
Let me guess, 42.
That is the answer to death.
It is exactly enough to kill me too.
13, 14, 15,
Oh wow, I don't see
No, because it has to do equal
Uh,
to
nine-
max it wants to do.
19 points of damage.
Ah!
You see a giant poisonous snake. As he kind of gets to the ladder, it just strikes down right into his shoulder and pulls back up.
Face step back. Just nope.
I will
Nope.
try to call out to the snake. And I don't know what I can say. Just basically that
Sorry, we
you know
served you.
we'll leave you alone if you can leave us alone. It's probably better for both of us.
The snake hisses back. My lair. Nest.
See, actually,
Eggs. No, he is speaking to you as through beast speak.
I can't.
Oh, you can't understand
Yeah.
beast speak. You hear hissing. That sounds nothing like that.
Voldemort.
That would
what's he
be
saying?
awesome if that worked that way, but sadly, it's
So it kind of just, you see it kind of it dangles its head down briefly, giving you a look before pulling right back up.
I think I heard the elf yell. Sounds about right.
Yes.
And there was a startled yelp.
Stay here. Go in.
you okay there.
Stay
No,
here.
I'm at 2 hit points now because he did 19
What?
damage.
Last time?
Yeah, let me.
Congrats for failing that poison
You might
save.
put it in the microwave though. It's getting a little cold.
I'll put a little salve on that.
Yeah, there's no microwave over here. Oh,
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, stuck out.
For 3 points.
but I got you, bro. It's all good.
That's it.
I'm at 5. That's better than what I was at. So, how do you feel about killing snakes?
Probably not. I don't think it's going to be particularly necessary, but it depends on where the lodestone is.
I point to my bite.
Well, we didn't know who was there, so to be fair, he's just chilling at home and somebody walks in on him. I'd probably fight them too. I'll cast locate object
Okay. On
for the lodestone,
range,
1,000 feet.
there is no lodestone within 1,000 feet.
Okay, there's no lodestone here.
Okay, well, I'm walking out of there.
Done.
So you see him walk out, and his shoulders definitely got some red coloring to it, where it looks like he's taken a wound to the shoulder.
But I recognize it.
Go ahead and roll survival.
It's
Hey,
a 15.
It's a big snake fight.
So there's no lodestone
I
in the area?
I remember my first snake fight.
Chat says, "Tell them our plan. Send the elf in, burn the whole thing
Did
down,
you
collect the
look around
lodestone."
and see if someone took it recently, or
Magic.
It's not within 1,000 feet.
or no footprints or anything like that?
That's a survival check.
I'll start looking for.
That is 19 survival.
Ooh, that's actually
17.
good.
19.
There
Mine
appears
also
to
a
be
19.
a plethora of vegapygmy tracks and a drag mark heading up one of the mountains, hill mountains.
You just hear me go.
At least they're not the Dark Souls babies.
Okay,
There's
the
what-
city
there's a-
guy found the tracks. Survivalist.
I saw it too.
Yeah, refilling my water.
Okay, survivalist. Tracks right here.
Yes, I see.
Oh, wait.
We all actually.
Wait.
Yeah, I think I'm
No,
proud
those
of
are
you.
the clear tracks.
Yes, I see.
Can we tell the drag marks? Can we tell with a 19 survival anyway if it's like a medium-sized creature that was dragged, or
It would be a large,
If it
or
was up
sorry,
to me, I would eat the whole
a
thing by myself.
small to medium object that would have been dragged.
okay,
Okay.
Object can include bodies.
but not like 2 heel drags.
By the way, what happened to the elf?
Snake,
A snake?
a snake, a really big snake.
Yes,
It
it
lives
hurt.
there now.
Sweet, might come back. It's obviously got the right mentality. Everyone had 50 elf. I mean, now make it your familiar or something. I don't know. Companion, giant poisonous snake.
I'm feeling it wouldn't get along with me.
Yeah,
That's
see,
the point.
Do you want to know the CR of that creature?
No.
A quarter.
And it did 19 damage?
Poison saves, man.
Okay, so are you gonna follow these tracks or?
Yeah.
All right. Survival roll for up to 2 people.
I'll go.
That is a 21.
All right, you're following Lucky Fish, pretending like you're doing your job, but you realize you've completely I thought nope, this is definitely the trail because it's the one she's on.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys continue to follow up the trail, the mountain. The tracks do appear to disappear. I say do appear to disappear. The tracks disappear. That's not a problem because they've led you to a cave. As you've approached there, I will want survival rolls all. 15s plus.
That's a 10.
That's a 3.
11.
Plus 1. Great player.
Fish out.
Am I there? I didn't
Yes.
know I was there. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Survival.
gonna be a 22.
There we go.
Oh, I'm here.
Just
All
what
right,
we
let's
needed.
do this.
Just like we're all
You
gathered
can't-
around
you-
looking, and suddenly his head just pops in through us. It's right there, guys.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. Where'd you come from?
That's what I do.
So what you have seen is that the closer you have gotten to this cave, the more destroyed the landscape gets. Again, only rising to about 3 feet off the ground, 4 feet in some of the areas that are especially rot, but like to the point where you see bark starting to be stripped off of trees, and it appears that the Vegapygmies have been gathering anything they can pull.
I don't like the look of this.
Feeding something? Are they preparing for something?
The items gathered would not fit within a standard Vegapygmy or creature diet.
Well, not feeding themselves, but feeding something else or preparing for something.
Trying to fix
Build
something.
something. I don't think they really build
Shall we go and see for ourselves? You up front so you can talk to them? Stop to burn them this time?
You want to go in first?
I'll attempt to scout ahead.
All right,
You're what, 5 hit points?
all right. Give me a perception check.
I was gonna try to stealth in.
All right, then give me stealth. Then perception.
That is a 24,
All right, you were stealth.
and that is a 18 in perception.
Okay. So as soon as you kind of get in, you can hear the rustling of plants on rocks. Extremely loud, but you see them doing some sort. You see 3 small Vegapygmies kind of hunched over, and they appear to be weaving bark.
They're weaving it.
Weaving it. They in no way see or even really would be able to hear you even if you were making some noise, as the rustling of the bark and their leaves versus the rock is really jarring.
Is that all they're doing? Just weaving the bark?
Yes.
Would I be able to tell what they're weaving it into?
Some sort of basket, perhaps.
I'm gonna head back out there.
Okay, you went in about 40 feet to see that. Just FYI.
All right. Okay, so you're technically the leader, so I'll go up to
Technically.
you.
I hold an official position, sir.
Yes.
Well, I found out what they're doing with the bark. They are weaving it into something.
Okay.
Not sure what, but they are weaving the bark.
That's great. You want to go in there and talk to him? Ask if we can, hey, this little thing you brought. We have it in return for something.
I don't know.
You want to talk to him?
I don't know how. We tried talking to them, but we don't really have any kind of common language that
No,
we
this
figure out.
one's smart enough to weave things, which we didn't see the last ones do. So maybe
That's
they're
because they were getting attacked by us, so that they weren't leaving.
Yeah,
I'm
we
just
didn't see
like,
any
I
evidence.
don't want to be the one to talk to them because what happened last time? I talked to the Vegapygmies
You talked to them before by saying, "Hey, go burn them."
with fire.
Yeah,
Fire and thunderous snaps.
I wouldn't consider that talking to them.
It is a form of communication.
It is a form of communication, saying, "Hey, we want to kill you." If
Because,
that's
hey-
if that's the message you're going in with this time, then yeah, probably
Yeah,
not.
this time they're not on my property. Yeah. Which is why you can talk to them. And if they
You
want
know
to
what?
try
I think
it,
you
regardless-
might be the best one to go in and talk to them by yourself.
Really?
But it's okay. We'll wait.
Nah,
See how this-
I would
see how
probably
this
insist
pans
this is my
out.
position as leader to like you or yeah.
You have to
I'll figure it
remember,
out.
with great power comes great responsibilities.
Yes,
I
that
walk
can
in.
hereby designate
Okay.
can mitigate.
I just start walking in nonchalantly, just
I'm
like,
gonna walk
don't
in,
worry,
I'm
guys.
gonna walk
I
in
got
behind
this. We'll take care of it.
Remind me your race.
My race is a Triton.
That's right. So you do have dark vision.
Yep.
and then your race was
Human.
human.
I do not.
You do not have dark vision. Once you get within 30 feet, it's starting to fade to black. You really can't see forward.
Okay.
I was
I'm
gonna
just
say,
I'm just gonna
I
put
would
a
go,
hand on the back of
start
his
following 10 feet
back so I
around,
can
yeah.
like feel where he is and just follow.
Okay.
him.
I am going to need you to roll me a dexterity check. It's a check of 5, but if you fail it, you're falling.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Like 18.
That's good. He's leading you around sufficiently, not tripping. You get 40 feet in, sure enough, you see, well, you guys can both hear the racket of leaves versus stone,
I'm gonna
branches
hang out.
versus stone.
I'm gonna hang out at the entrance of the cave
Okay.
and listen. Just listen to what's going on.
You guys, well, you can see the Vegapygmies weaving away into various bark creations.
Okay, and it doesn't seem that they have noticed me, correct?
Not at all.
Stay here. Can I use, for character knowledge, I have Sacred Flame as
Yep.
a cantrip. Could I use that as a light source? Not
By
as a-
targeting an empty space, yes.
Okay.
I
It
use
would for-
prestidigitation though, for like
It-
make a small thing on my hand, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What that would do for you, though, is more not light source so much as a strobe that's just been fired.
Okay, fair enough.
You're just using your
That's
camouflage
why I asked.
over and over.
I would get you to do prestidigitation as a little flame
All right, can I keep that up,
light.
or is it just?
Every 6 seconds, you're just light, a little bit of light.
Well, per level up, I
Yeah.
can change my skills. Can I have light as a cantrip?
Sure.
Okay, fair. I'm just gonna do that.
Just swap out one of your other cantrips for it.
So I'll cast light on, say, I'll grab a pebble from the ground and cast it, hold it in my hand.
Okay.
I'm trying to get their attention without startling them.
As soon as the light is cast, you see them kind of immediately shake, and then they just start running towards you. You can give me an insight roll, both of you.
Well, I was also trying to go like 10 feet behind him. Would I also see
You
that?
can get an insight
That's
roll as
tough.
well.
That's not good.
That is a. Where's your insight?
4.
18. 9.
I knew
So,
it. They're attacking us.
You two have no idea what is going on
Okay.
or why they're approaching you.
I'm going to assume smaller creatures get frightened, running towards you. They might not have an exit that way, so they might try to get past us. I'm going to just stand there. I'll defend myself if they attack.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to pursue them.
You would see they're running with intent, but not intent to harm.
Okay.
Okay, so. Well,
So
they
they
don't seem like they're
immediately
about
within
to
one
hurt
turn have
us.
closed the distance, and they are trying to pull your armor off.
Okay. Like I'm face palming them like, no, it's okay. I like this
Yeah.
on me.
There, give me a strength roll.
can I insight that?
Jeez. Yeah, that's a natural one.
So you see them. Oh, they're gonna run right by me. You've immediately been pantsed.
Awesome.
Triton pants. They're
I look back
down.
and say, joy.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, DC 10.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 6.
So, as part of that process, they have also knocked you over, and your pants are quickly disappearing down the cave.
This reminds me of a
I'm
time.
going to make a song about how you were knocked over and thrown to the
get
ground
back
by
up
pants
and-
by pygmies.
and pursue them.
Okay.
Insinuating what happens afterwards.
Chat says it's okay, they just want to mate.
Yes.
First one gets a match.
All right, I guess I'll follow. I'll follow.
Are you grabbing the pants and trying to stop them?
Let's see who goes first.
No, I'm following him.
Okay, one of the Vegapygmies is blocking your way and seems to be getting aggressive.
Okay. I need pants later.
You just see him walk out of there with no pants on, with the bar.
Does it seem to be trying to make contact with me? Any kind of verbal?
What it is doing is it kind of seems to be, while it can't speak common, it appears to be able to motion in common, or at least understand the way you would understand it.
Okay, what is it telling me to do?
It is motioning through various motions that it wants you to put down your armor both of you, put down your arms, armor, and both of you strip.
I'm just.
Why not?
The Lord's like, didn't you just say so?
No, like, why? We help you.
His reply to the why is more ours now. We need it. Ours now, not yours. He seems to be getting impatient.
I'm gonna try and convince him not to take us, not to take our armor and weapons. With my charisma.
Okay.
Like, if I'm gonna pick something, it's gonna be charisma. That's a 18.
It is decided you are great. You could probably keep your stuff. He still needs to strip and give him his stuff.
I'm not stopping that.
My character is just going to try to slowly stealth back out.
Yeah, you're out. This one is occupied. He's motioning for your weapon, starting to apply physical pressure to remove it from you.
Okay.
Ironically,
I allow-
the bard
Yep.
isn't the one getting stripped.
Do any of us have invisibility?
That's a second level spell. So no.
I can't say one.
We do have
yeah.
spells, but no, I do not take that,
Okay.
unfortunately. So I go ahead
Yeah.
and strip, take off
Yeah.
my armor, show
You
that
see
I
that
can-
the other two keep coming back, and they keep ferrying stuff back into some unseen area of the cave. After you're stripped, he motions that you can leave. Both of you can both leave now.
Before they finish taking all the armor, can I pick some of his armor up? Act like I'm gonna help
AC is
and
now
try and
11.
convince him to let me help.
Go ahead and give me another charisma roll.
Nat 1.
21.
Man, he talks to his houseplants all the time.
You kind of help.
I'm big.
He
I
kind
can
of
carry a
looks.
lot more.
Kind of goes. Just waves you by. The other two. The other two, I'll immediately see you helping, but kind of look up to him and just show you that about 50 feet back there is a pile that has all sorts of nastiness they've dragged in from the jungle, and they are just chucking it on the pile.
Okay. I put the armor on the pile. Do I see anything that looks like a lodestone?
The lodestone isn't here, but it appears that the way the pile is constructed, stuff is being put on one side of the pile and removed from the other side of the
Alright, how
pile.
many pygmies can I see in this area?
There's two with you.
Alright. I think then give a friendly wave and walk back and report to them.
I'm
exactly what I saw.
gonna try and see if I can't convince him to point me to a leader. I don't know how you'd go about doing that.
Go ahead and roll. What I've been doing is I've been giving them advantage against any communication attempts you guys have made. But Bard's charisma, even advantage, does not compete.
Yeah.
I'm no friend.
What'd you get?
Yeah, that's gonna be a 2.
Yeah. After they have literally all of the gear and everything mentioned on your character sheet, you were waved out.
Oh man.
It's been fun, guys. Y'all have a nice I'll be back with a new character. So I walk out naked.
Yep.
I walk
That
out
was fun.
not missing anything.
I told you they stripped him.
The pygmies stripped him, threw him to the ground, and they did unspeakable things. I wanted to stop it, but I was totally shocked by it.
Quite a night. to
Also, they have
remember.
a pile of like random crap they throw in the back.
Just rolling an insight check. 15 insight.
I will roll deception.
Everything you said was
no,
true.
you know I'm bullshitting.
I was kind of hoping you'd succeed.
You could choose to fail your insight roll.
I will use a luck point.
Okay,
No,
so
the pygmies seem to want all his armor and shit and just throw it in there and do a pile of that with a bunch of other crap they drug in. Didn't really see the lodestone or anything, but it looks like the pile's going in pretty far.
Was there any other direction to go out? Did the cave stop there?
Dice.
Cave didn't stop. Cave kept going.
Cave kept going, so maybe they drug in further. I don't know.
I just want to point out that I'm in the middle of the circle. Not in the middle, but in this circle,
Mm-hmm.
Superman pose, and just listening to this conversation completely naked. just like it's nothing. Just pointing that out there.
Do you usually wear clothes and armor when you're in the ocean?
Yeah, sometimes. Most of the
I
time.
figured it'd be too heavy.
No, we have certain types of armor.
I just thought this was just not a big deal for you.
It's not.
Okay.
I get more.
Chest
So-
don't be rude. Give him a hat.
Don't be rude. You might.
Yeah, I'll hand him my shield.
I can give you my bear trap. You can use that as a hat.
You apparently don't understand how those work, do you?
No,
Probably why you lost the shovel.
probably.
So, did I lose like everything, like backpacks,
Yes, everything.
Okay,
You're
so
standing there with nothing except for
well,
your pride.
Since we got that
So,
set of winter
just
clothing,
wanted to
I
let
can
you
give
You
my
are
bear
gonna
set of
watch
clothing.
this after it's done. I go to my bag and pull out one of my costume.
What is it, a costume?
Kinda, actually.
It's like purple satin.
Actually, no. I actually had it in my head. It is a black and silver outfit, mostly black with silver trim. It's meant to look fairly fine, but also provide a lot of room for movement.
Well, thank you.
It's kind of like a robe kind of thing. Again, watch this when you're done.
If I can. But all right, cool. Thank you.
No problem. So,
Suggestions?
Yeah, I lost like 130 gold. You might.
well, they were acting aggressive when we went in there, to him at least, if we want to go further. So, if we want to get by, we're going to have to talk to them, find out why they're stealing shit.
Did you find out a
Or
way
fight
to
them.
talk to them?
No. They can kind of understand hand motions, it seems. And I was able to befriend them like that, kind of. It's more of a, I'll help you, so they kind of just like, okay, fine.
Okay.
But at the same time, they're acting weird in that they're hoarding random objects.
That seems odd for
Twigs?
plant.
Yeah.
Is it cold outside?
It's about what it is. Wow, you missed this at the beginning. It's the first week of August.
Just
In
it's
game.
nice.
So still fairly warm.
Okay.
What time?
And you guys are down in the jungle, so think Brazil this time of year.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
What time of day is it roughly? Like morning, midday, evening?
At this point, it's gonna be, you went up same day, so probably about 2.
Do you want to try to talk your way past it? Do we want to wait until it gets dark out? Maybe they go to bed, but they're plants, so they probably don't. They aren't up. When they're not.
I don't know if they need sleep or anything like
I
that.
don't know either. I don't know anything about
I mean,
it, do I?
I could try and get
Well, they were
myself by.
extinct on the.
Yeah, like I mean,
continent we
just
came
from
so.
just general
I could try
reading.
I could try and get myself by, but it seemed like it was just me, and they wouldn't allow him to do anything.
You might be able to get by because your racial ability.
That said, if they see you guys, they'll probably want to take all your armor and
Well,
clothes.
they-
And
Tried to
Well,
talk to them before.
you guys, give me perceptions all.
Why, man?
Those
are my prisoners.
Why, man? Your ability to go in
Modified
there.
20.
Yes, 15's
For
plus.
6 seconds.
14.
Oh, it's only for 6 seconds.
perception.
All right. 22.
Yep. So the 3 of you who had 15's plus see a small group of vegapygmies are coming out of the mouth of the cave. The 3 you had seen plus 1 that stands about 3 feet in height.
Oh, big one.
Immediately he starts pointing to the others and pointing to all of you and then pointing back at the cave. They start.
Sweet.
Give me a second. Strength saving throw.
What's going on?
You're getting pantsed.
Yeah, I'm pantsless.
Alright, give me a dexterity
Well, it's a
saving
12.
throw. They beat you.
It is a 12.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. That's just as
10
bad.
plus.
That's an 8.
They've knocked you to the ground. They are starting to attempt to
I'm
remove.
kind of waiting
huge.
to.
Like, I weigh hundreds and hundreds of
These
pounds.
are 3 vegapygmies who are very adept at using leverage.
That's fair.
I'm kind of waving the big one, trying
serious
to say, no.
Stop.
While they're still going, the tall one walks over to you. I say tall one. He's still short, 3 feet.
The biggest budget.
Yeah, the biggest of the midgets. Kind of looks you up and down, motions for your weapon.
Oh, while it gets distracted, I'm going to go to try to hide behind a tree.
I go up a tree.
You go up a tree, you go back a tree, you
hand-
see like two of them watch you go
Under
hide
10.
behind that tree.
I give him my rapier.
Oh, man. I'm
The
taking my
gesture
shield
for and
hitting
then
one that's on me.
and
And
just
what?
I'm just like taking my shield and just bashing one that's on me.
What's
just
the
like,
hit? What did you roll to hit?
oh, I didn't. I was rolling
Okay.
to see if I would,
Roll
if
to
I
hit.
would do anything. I'm not sure what I would do for this, but
You're rolling to hit. It's an improvised weapon.
that's a horrible, horrible fail.
So it kind of sees it coming and just kind of moves
It doesn't
slightly.
even move. Like it's
Yeah, I just miss. I rolled a 4.
Yeah. It just thinks you're trying to keep your pants in it. It's working on.
I am trying to keep my pants.
Then it has properly passed its insight
so
check.
I have no pants to give.
I'm gesturing.
You do.
I'm gesturing to my group, gesturing into the cave, and like we want to go in. Let's talk.
And he just points to, and your stuff is quickly being seized from you and chucked into a pile that's now kind of in between you all. And he just says no. Your rapier gets chucked into the pile, and he starts. Yes.
Would the winter
The
clothing
red
we
shirt is
got-
the bard.
Would the winter clothing that we got, would it involve any fleece in it?
It's bear furs, yes.
Alright, so I'm going to take all my stuff off,
I just,
put it in a pile, and cast minor illusion to make it look like there's a bush over it.
guys, like I gesture.
And then walk back out.
Just doing our shit.
With
They're really
my
gonna
set
stay
of
talking.
regular
Just-
clothes, which I will handle. And nothing else.
How many of them are there?
There's 3 of the little ones and 1 of the tall ones.
So I'm gonna tell him that if they start acting like they're taking the stuff in there without us, we're taking our stuff back.
One of them now departs, taking the first load of stuff, which
Yeah,
is
Is my
your
rapier?
hands
Are
and your
there
rapier.
3?
Sleight of hand to try and
Go ahead and
grab
roll
it.
it.
Is there still
I
3
was
on
also-
me?
There's still 2 of them that are trying to wrestle your pack and
what
lift the
point-
remainder of your gear from you.
I was also trying to give them my set of regular clothing
15.
to try to
15?
trick them into thinking that's
He
all I
doesn't
have
even
on me.
notice that you pulled the rapier back. He's just happily walking back in with druid pants.
I'm hitting Thunderwave.
Okay.
Stabbing
And spiritual
the
weapon.
clothes. Stabbing the
Everybody's like,
weapons.
what's going
Roll, well,
God damn
we're
it,
gonna
I
go
just took my
party
stuff
initiative,
off.
so you will all get to go, but then they will get to go. So, Thunderwave first.
It's,
The 2 of them are making saving throws.
Yeah, 13 concept.
1 fail, 1 pass.
5 damage.
5 damage. All right. I'm in the wrong book again. Because I had the book out for the poison snake.
Come on, Prook. Come on.
I bookmarked the page though, but I'm at least where I need to be. Alright. 5 damage. So one takes 5, the other takes half, so 2.
Yep.
Alright. 4 of you left. Who wants to go next? Alright, rapier.
Stab the one that's taking the weapons.
The druid pants, gotcha.
Yep. Do I have a sneak attack?
No.
Okay. No, 9.
Yep, nope.
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on whichever one looks like it took the most damage from his attack.
You can't really tell.
Doesn't matter which one it is then.
Alright.
So that is a natural 1.
Roll to hit. They're currently engaged in a grapple with your druid.
12.
Does a 12 hit you? Without a shield bonus.
Without a shield bonus? Because you have my shield right now.
No, you didn't give it to me.
I said I did. I was
Yeah,
kind
but I
of.
didn't
I was.
take it.
I was kind of kidding, but I said
I
I did.
didn't take it.
So do I have my shield?
Because of the grapple, I'm saying no. That's the penalty to AC you're taking.
Okay.
But no shield.
My AC is still 12 without
12.
a shield.
Then hits. Roll damage.
What was it? What did you roll?
Ray of Frost.
5.
You did a 12 to
Nope.
hit.
Oh, did you roll? Okay.
5 cold damage and your movement speed is reduced by 10. Can I make a persuasion roll to make them think that I'm helping them?
I take a shot with
If you
the,
want to.
Okay,
I take a shot with the short bow. so-
that's a nat 1.
I was gonna inspire.
They don't think you're helping them. They think you are actively betraying your party and that you are the worst individual ever to exist.
Well,
They aren't
he's
wrong.
not wrong. He's not wrong.
I'm gonna use my movement to go like 20 feet back.
Meanwhile, I take a shot with the short bow.
Alright,
Sorry about
So it's
one of the two on him, the one carrying, or the chief.
the one carrying,
Okay, go ahead.
and that was 22
Hits.
hits.
Oh god, that's horrible.
Let's see, so that's 5 damage.
Alright. Exclamation point campaign typed into chat will get you the info on all of our players and what class they are.
For now.
I'm a bard.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be that way for long.
Alright. So,
It's somehow a frontline fighter.
He's trying to be a frontline
Triton.
fighter.
Yes. I am. How far away am I from the big one?
no more than 10 feet.
I'm gonna casually walk up to the big one and inflict wounds.
Okay, I was saying not casual at this point, but carry on.
That's a 21 to hit.
Hits.
Which means that D10.
3d10.
I just need one extra.
Bleed. I mean, sap.
16 points of necrotic damage.
I will make it known that my die rolled 1.
Ooh, the ones club.
Don't borrow dice from me.
Or
if I
me.
offer you dice, remember to refuse them.
Don't borrow dice from this corner. Of the table.
So that's 10 feet. How far away is the pile of goods?
Basically at your feet, as that's where the chief
Okay.
was.
Yep, that's it. That's all I got.
Alright,
You don't have armor.
they're up.
Next to your AC.
The two of them kind of go to flank your druid.
Who is what, bro?
Yep.
And has his movement speed reduced by 10?
What's your AC?
Is it just Dex at this point?
What's
I mean 10 plus Dex.
it was 12, I remember.
Do I still have? Do I have anything on left?
Actually, yes.
Or did I just
They
stand
did
there
not
and-
completely deprive you of your armor.
Okay. So I mean, without my shield, it's still a 12. So.
Yeah. So 2 hits. 6 points of damage.
Okay.
El Chieftain is going to claw at you. AC?
Mine is without my armor, shield, or anything. It's gonna be 11.
1 hit. 3 damage.
All right.
And 1 hit on the bard.
The container of shame is nice to go to.
3 damage once you
Okay.
go back.
And there's not much.
Alright, you guys back up. Druid.
Yeah. Has any more of them gone back into the cave?
No, none of them have made it back in yet.
Okay. What's the size of the entrance of the cave?
About 15 feet wide, 15 feet tall. Maybe 20 feet tall in places.
I'll leave that then. Okay. Bonus action. Bear.
You're a bear.
Yep. And they're pretty much the same on either side of me at this point.
Yep.
Okay. I'll attack one of them.
Go for it.
3.
No. Second attack.
5.
Nope.
Well, what's your plus to hit? Like
5.
Okay,
So 10 was the top.
No.
Everybody has at least the baseline 10 unless they have a negative dex and no armor. So.
Alright.
Okie dokie then.
I'll go.
Good.
Attack the one, small one that I'm engaged with, I guess.
You're already engaged?
Have you seen that charisma score?
I know, right?
You saw how quickly they got him naked. Let's see. 20 modified.
Yep, hits.
Okay. 9 damage.
All right, you drop it.
Technically.
Yay.
So I did hit something.
I take a shot with short bow.
On.
First blood.
see.
I mean, first
So
sap.
which one did you take down? The
He took down the one that was carrying things.
Okay.
So there's the 2 on the druid and the chief.
I'll start shooting at chief.
All right, go ahead.
That is 13.
Misses. Or more correctly, bounces off of his bark.
Quick question before I make my attack roll. What part of him did I hit?
Roll me a D8. I think it's D6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, D6.
Because I want to know if I gave him a cold shoulder.
Roll D6. You want a 2 or a 3 for shoulders.
4.
4 would be body hit.
Alright, I'm gonna use Ray of Frost on the guy he used inflict wounds on, the chief.
Go ahead.
That is a natural 20.
Woo!
All right.
Do you want me to use 2d8s or just
Yes.
double? Okay. That is a 6 and a 5, so 11 cold damage, and
Alright.
its movement speed is reduced by 10.
Its movement speed is reduced to 0.
Yeah.
I say the frost kind of expands various water vessels, sap vessels in the plant. You see it arms just kind of break off as the necrotic damage made it incredibly brittle, almost like a leaf that survived through winter under the snow, and you just pick it up and it falls apart. Yeah, that's what just happened to him.
Try to instigate the I am the new chief.
But-
Bard could do it if anybody could.
And you got your luck points.
Go ahead and, continue up the initiative order.
Which is...
Bear hasn't gone yet. Or Bear, did Bear go this round? I don't think so. Bear was
Is
last
this the
round.
second round?
This is the second round, yeah.
I don't think Bear's gone.
Alright, you're up.
Alright, so Chief is dead.
And Bear did go because he turned into a bear. I forgot. That was his thing.
Yeah. And there's what, 3 pygmies left?
2. He killed the one that was carrying. There's the 2 that are engaged with the bear.
Out of the supplies, what kind of weapons could I get a hold of really quickly?
No weapon was gotten from the party yet.
Spiritual weapon then.
Alright. Spiritual weapon appears. That's a
It
bonus
is
action.
Yep, it is.
Roll to hit. I'm familiar with spiritual weapon.
Okay, cool. Because I'm not. So it is.
Treat it as an attack roll, but use wisdom instead of strength.
So that's going to be a 12 to hit. What are the pygmies?
Nope.
Spiritual weapon can't play. You still have your action.
And movement. How tall are these? These things are like 2 feet tall, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a running, just sprint and just
Punt it.
punt it.
Alright.
I mean, I was trying to think of a cooler way to put it, but yeah, I'm 4.
Roll to hit with advantage because you're going to set up flanking and give it like a soccer punt.
Yes. That's a 20. I'm not even gonna roll a second time. There's no point.
Roll 2d6.
2d6. Alright, so that's a 5 and 4.
9. He's gone. Top half of it had kind of sunk itself into a defensive position for the bear. Top half of the body snap, and as chat says, goal. Although it's in all caps with at least 20 exclamation points.
Yeah, man.
Hold up like 9.5.
Minor illusion went up.
Yeah. All right.
Prestidigitation.